So let's start with awareness. Before you start email marketing's best practices, you have to make sure that you have emails to begin with, right? You have to make sure that you're actually gathering and capturing your audience's email. So I'm going to share at the beginning a few tips on how to increase your email list. So tip number one, always focus on your audience. Should be customer-centric. Your persona should be at the center of everything. So make sure to provide valuable and relevant content to them. That's the most important thing, and that's the most important tip. It's all about free. Make sure it's free, valuable content. One great example is HubSpot. I think their blog is one of the best blogs out there for marketers and salespeople. If you don't know their blog, make sure to bookmark it. For me, it's a great resource. And on their blog, they have lots of relevant content for marketers, entrepreneurs, and salespeople. And because they went all in on providing valuable free content, they get around 37 million visitors on their site on a monthly basis, and 35.72% of that number comes from organic traffic, coming organically to their blog. And on their blog, they have a sign-up form to their newsletter. And because their content was so valuable, their audience actually wanted to join this newsletter, and they were able to acquire 1 million subscribers to their email list by just providing free, valuable content on their blog. And of course, without adding any friction. You just click on the link and you read it. So tip number one, focus on your blog, have a sign-up form in it to capture emails. Tip number two, you can also provide free content, but this time there's more friction in which you promote gated content. So basically, in order for them to read this content, they have to give their email to unlock it. Or it could be webinars as well. If they want to watch this webinar, they have to sign up using their email. One great example is Unbounce. So Unbounce, every single year, by the end of the year, they share with you the Unbounce conversion benchmark report. So Unbounce is a landing page builder, and their main target audience are CRO specialists and landing page optimization specialists. And they know that this audience, they want to understand what are the benchmarks in different industries. So they have this report, and they tell you in different industries, the average benchmarks. So let's say, for example, in the healthcare industry, the average conversion rate is 2%. So this way you can see how you match up to them. And for you to get this report, you have to provide your information and most importantly, your email. So Unbounce, they have a blog, which is relevant with free information, but they also try to promote gated content to also capture more emails. It could be in the form of webinar, which is what's happening right now. For you to watch this free content that we provide, you have to, sign up, give us your email. Now, to be fair, not all of you opt in to be part of our newsletter, but I can see our data, and a big portion of you does. So also you can provide webinars if you want a more engaging, interactive form of gated content. Tip number three, which is my favorite one, it's creating interactive and engaging quizzes or tools. We call this engineered marketing. So it's marketing, but it doesn't feel like marketing. Because your audience, they think like, we're using this free tool, we are doing this free quiz, but behind the scenes, they are now part of your email drip campaign. So one example that's quite recent, it's going to launch today actually. So it's the Growth Tribe Digital IQ test. So we've launched the first version of this a few months ago. Basically, you take a quiz and you have to answer around 3 questions. So these questions are linked to different business topics. We talk about digital marketing, we have project management, we have data analytics, leadership. And at the end of the quiz, based on your answers, we'll send you an email with the result telling you how well you did and what are your main strengths and weaknesses. And we've launched this a few months ago, and I think today is the launch of the second version. It's by complete accident, I'm not using this to promote it, it was a coincidence. But we try to create these quizzes to engage our audience and provide free value. And it does make sense for us because once you see, okay, what are your big weaknesses, you are more likely to take one of our courses to fill that gap. So engaging quizzes can be part of your email generation strategy. And we also have BWO. So BWO, they are a platform in which you can create website experiences. So you can conduct A/B tests, multivariate tests, and so on. And once again, their main target audience are CRO specialists and landing page optimization specialists. So they thought that their audience would like to see how well their landing page is performing. So they created this free, engaging tool. It's called the landing page analyzer. So you submit your first name, last name, your work email, and most importantly, your landing page URL. And once you do so, they ask you different questions about your page. So is your headline clear? Do you have 2 call to actions? Do you have a video explaining your product? Do you have testimonials? So different questions. And by the end, they also send you an email telling you how effective your landing page is. Is it 67%, 70%, 80%? And they also have a breakdown telling you, okay, what's working for you, what's not working for you, and how to improve it even more. So that's also an engineering marketing tool that's relevant to their audience. One last example, which is a fun one for me, it's called Ease Games. So Ease Games is a platform in which you can play online games. So their main target audience are video gamers. And I don't know if you know this, but I think you do. In 2023, as a video gamer, you can make millions of dollars, which is insane. That's my dream job. But they discovered that their audience, video gamers, they struggle to understand how much money they should earn as a professional video gamers. So they have this engaging quiz. They ask you different questions. So basically, all right, what kind of games are you playing at the moment? Which platforms are you using to stream your gameplay? Are you using Twitch? Are you using YouTube? And they also ask you your death kill ratio to understand if you're a good player to begin with. And by the end of this quiz, they tell you basically how much you should earn as a professional gamer. And because this was super relevant to their audience, guess what? They were able to get 2,000 emails in less than 3 days. So that's the power of creating quizzes to capture your audience's email. If this is something that you think might be relevant for your business, I recommend this tool. It's called outgrow.co. You can see the link right here, outgrow.co. And it's a no-code tool that can help you build these quizzes without writing one single line of code. You can see here you can build calculators, quizzes, assessments, recommendation, giveaways, and so on. My tip is go to templates and then search by industry and look for your industry and check what's out there. So let's say, for example, for me, let's say I work in a marketing agency. I can look for it right here, marketing and advertising. And now I can see what kind of tools I can use for an agency. So you can see here that they have, an ROI of your email marketing strategy calculator. So it's already there. The formula is there. All I have to do, click on edit template, add my logo, add my font, add my brand colors, and now I can launch this. It's good to go. I can click on preview, and you can see it's functional, and I can use it. I have to sign in, of course, but it looks something like this. So great tool to help you get started, and no code is involved.